From a city that has hosted 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the New York Giants. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 17-yard line.
Hill going to keep it on the option right. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now it's Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, the Saints bring on their new punter for 2021, Blake Gillikin. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Here's Jackson. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. First down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 1st down Giants, Jones to Ingram. So they give up the completion there. But defensively, Charles, you're going up against a quarterback here who's had some moments, but really a lot of ups and downs in the early part of his career. What's the plan against a guy like this?
Well, you want to rattle him first and foremost. Bring some people at him, a couple extra guys in the pocket, see if he can handle it. The second thing, you want to make him think. Show him one look, go to another, disguise a few things. Make him throw into what you call your defensive traps and try to make some good plays on the ball and get a few takeaways.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal from the 6. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Saints' 6-yard line.
Another try for Barkley. And he gets it a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
And Godot's kick is right through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they have that
out.
Opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hill. He'll buy some time right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hill. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants' side of the field. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal. As some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. Now Hill. They try to set up the screen. Oh, nearly disaster. But it's incomplete. Not much chance of that working. Almost intercepted. It's 2nd down. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run it with Kamara. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has the better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal? 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Giants 3, Saints nothing.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. A carry here for the big tight end. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Joshua Perkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Giants 3. No Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now Saquon Barkley. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Demario Davis there on the stop.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Meanwhile, Jones' throw caught by Tony. Now, he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the 1st half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll give to Kamara here on the option. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
And we always say, and I absolutely believe it, Evan Ingram is a wide receiver in a tight end's frame. 63 catches last year, en route to his first Pro Bowl nomination.
Well, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. Touchdown, Giants! And that looked almost to be a case of, you know, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Off of play action, Hill steps away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster, 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing Jones. And it'll be intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a throw here to his running back. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, here's Hill. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over.
And this is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And Barkley will try to punch it in, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point try good by Gano. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
17. Saints 7. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
Watch the run, watch the run. Come my team,
On 1st down, it's Hill. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Mike 29. Check smash, check smash. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Not is Mike 29. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
A final shot before break. Hill. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Barkley. They find some open field here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Giants.
Kadarius Toney.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Gano the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Saints 7. Graham Gano to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
23 yards, the final tally.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Hill. Rolling to his right. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants!
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Off the bootleg, Jones. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. T.J. Green with a pick. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can...
That is caught by a diving Thomas. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And the Saints, first down.
A shotgun snap for Hill. And incomplete on the deep ball. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Mike 17, pioneer.
That's what I do.
17's Mike. Mike 17. Not today, you are. Not today. Mike 17.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hill. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted...
Open man, he's got him. It's Tony for a Giant touchdown. Kadarius Toney. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 24. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dexter Lawrence. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Hill sliding out of the pocket. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Mike 17, Mike 17. Man, I got... Hey, smash Bronco. Shoot. Dragon 60.
3rd and long. It's Hill. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. The 40, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, New Orleans.
Well, no one in the NFL had more yards after the catch in 2020 than Alvin Kamara, and he delivers another big effort there.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
Hill looking to throw for it. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked by Julian Love.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
On third down, Barkley. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 4th down, Joe Judge makes the decision. They're going for it. They'll run with Barkley. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 34.
He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And a pretty move, couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. The 37-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd down. Here's Barkley again. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 44-yard line.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
Gano now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Saints 13.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From the 10.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Now it's the backup Winston. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
15 yards. And the Saints first down.
Working out of the gun. Winston. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Logan. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. To the air again with Winston. Flushed out right. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. To try again after the sack. Winston dancing to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Give him 32 on the play.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
They'll roll him out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Winston. Forced out to his left. Catch here, left side, Thomas. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. William Golston. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up fourth down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on third down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Credit that to the former Georgia Bulldog, Azeez Ojulari, getting in there to bring him down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Throwing on second and long. Winston, he's going to let it fly. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. One last shot now for Winston. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Giants, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll sink now to 0-4, and they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington.